Good evening, good evening. I'm just gonna pop the that's better. That's better. Hello, Q&A. So we had one very good question in the group, which was literally I was just amazed when I read the question. I was like, oh my god, this is such a good question. And then today, like, I'm actually thinking about like how I was gonna answer it, and this all this literally this reel of like a downloaded like kind of answer come through. So I'm gonna share it with you all. I've written, to be fair, I've actually got some notes on it because I wrote it down. Literally as it's coming through, I wrote it down. So it was like 4 pages long. So it was quite a lot. So what the other thing is I wanna like point out is that when we've got that voice in our head, so the really like huge self-doubt, the really big voice that's telling you that, you know, maybe that it's all gonna fuck up and it's all gonna go wrong, and you know you didn't do a good, you know, you didn't work last time, it's not gonna work this time. You know, how, you know, what makes you think you're so special? These are some of the things that have gone around my head. So, you know, what makes you think you're so special? What makes you think that you're any different? You know, there's so much stuff that goes on in our head. That voice does, if we give it time. And what I've found is that voice runs off your subconscious, and this is why I'm so like adamant. And for me, subconscious reprogramming is literally the only way. Because without it, it doesn't matter. We can do all the journaling, all the business coaching, we can do all the mindset work. But if our subconscious isn't at the same level that we want to be, we're always going to have that voice in our head, that because that's where that voice comes from. It's running from your subconscious beliefs, your truths and values. So we've got to clear all that. So I'm not going to go repeat everything I said yesterday, but to me, that is why that voice is there. It is there because your subconscious is running on outdated programs. You want new beliefs. You want, you know, and this is why for me as well. It's like mindset work shouldn't be some forced thing that you kind of like have to force yourself to kind of get into like this high vibrational mindset. Your natural state is high vibrational. It's everything that runs like all these outdated beliefs that make us not high vibrational. So this is why, again, for me, subconscious programming is the only way, because once you can clear all that, and then literally once you've gone in and cleared that energetically, your subconscious, and then you're literally reprogramming, like you don't get any of this, and then you're literally, your vibration is high. Naturally, your vibration is your like set point frequency is higher. And then, like you said, like I said before, your quantum leaps happen. Like a quantum leap should never be forced. It should always, they should just be happening. You know, the moment we try and here's one of the biggest things is if we're trying to like, you know, get the clients do this, do that for like, because what we have right now is not desirable to you. So it's like a get out clause. It's almost like you're saying, well, once I have the clients, I'm not in this situation before. Actually, we're never playing in quantum there, and we're actually lacking in gratitude. That is what happens there. We're actually that lack is gratitude, because we're so, and this is what I've called pedestaling. So we're pedestaling the clients, we pedestal the money, we pedestal everything. But what happens is then is that we lack gratitude. What we're lacking is gratitude, because we want the clients and the money to take us out of the situation that we're in, which we don't like. So it's like an exit strategy. It's like a get out clause. And it's like, and when we're doing this, we're actually not in gratitude. Right now, here and now, we're not actually sat in gratitude. Even if you're looking out, you're going, oh yeah, maybe you're doing some gratitude work, and you kind of, but we're actually in overall, we're not in the frequency of like everything that I have now I'm grateful for, because you're like, no, but I've got to get the clients and I've got to have the money and I've got to have that because I want to be over there, not here. So check in on that. When we come from this place, this will be another thing this holds us in like a downward spiral. When we can wake up every single day and be truly grateful for everything that we have, you know, for every breath, every move, every like, you know, like just go and open your window now and look out. It's probably dark like it is for me, but even like the darkness, it's like there's an abundance of darkness. There's an abundance of stars, you know, the air, there's an abundance of air. There are so many things in the universe that are abundant and that we can be grateful for. So this is going to move me perfectly on to talking about abundance now, because abundance is not something you have or you acquire, or like it doesn't belong. Abundance doesn't, it's not something that kind of like belongs to you. You don't like acquire it, you don't need it. You are abundance. We are energetic extensions of the universe, so therefore we are the abundance. You know, if you actually even look at humans, there's an abundance of humans. We are the abundance. Like, and when we stop seeing abundance as like separate from us, like, and we do this, we're conditioned to condition. So we give things conditions, like, well, we'll see abundance as, well, I'm abundant when I have lots of clients' money, then I'm abundant. But actually you are abundant right as you are. As you are abundant. And that is the kind of the frequency of abundance where it's different. It's like you are it. But as an energetic extension of the universe is abundant, therefore you are abundant. Hi, beautiful. So I'm just getting on to talking about abundance here. So how are you doing? Literally, I've been down by the sea all day, and my cold's kind of got worse again. I was like, oh, lovely. So I'm a bit like, I'm more like bunged up now. I thought the sea air was meant to be good for you, so hopefully I wake up tomorrow and I feel good. Because right now I feel like I've got loads of like really heady. yeah, no, I know. It was like, no, so that's okay. I will keep going, so I kind of don't lose my flow as well. And yeah, and pop back on and listen to it all in one go, because it is really good. It's amazing. But yeah. No, I'm alright. I'm sure I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be all cleared. The sea air would have done its job, hopefully. But yeah, so abundance is not something you acquire. It doesn't belong to you. It's not like it's not something that you can just like, you don't just all of a sudden take abundance and it kind of then it just belongs to you. You are the abundance. The abundance is like a frequency. It's not, like I say, it's not something you acquire. You are it. As an energetic extension of the universe, you are abundance. It flows through your veins, you know. It's, you know, and there's this, I've even said it for this, like, abundance is our birthright. Abundance is more than our birthright. We, like I say, we are the actual abundance. When you step out of your, like, house or whenever, like, the universe is abundant, you know, the flowers, the trees, the sky, the stars, the dark sky, the sun. And when we can start feeling, when we notice things that are abundant, we open ourselves up to abundance. This is what I mean. It's not like this thing of like, well, if I have nothing, then I'm in lack as well. When we can be abundant, and we can have the energy of abundance. We are it. Even if we have nothing, even with zero clients, zero money, we can still have the greatest abundance flowing through us, this feeling that we're abundant. It doesn't, and this is what I mean, we condition things. So we'll feel like, well, we're abundant when I have this, but you're abundant now. Like I say, and when we can start noticing things that are abundant in the universe, and then we can start being grateful. Abundance comes with gratitude, and you can, they're like on par. You can't have abundance if you're not being if you're being grateful and like truly living with this attitude of gratitude. So it's not just waking up and being like, I'm grateful. It's actually feeling it with every ounce of your being, that, you know, more like literally like going, the sun's shining today, thank you. Oh my god, the stars are shining tonight, thank you. But noticing how like the stars shine bright every single day, the sun shines bright every single day. There's an abundance of these things. And when you start seeing that and being grateful for everything, like everything in the now, that's how you build this like abundance feeling up. That's when this is the true like receiving frequency, like feeling grateful. It doesn't have to be grateful for the things that you just have in your business. So I've got the clients and I'm grateful for that. It's your life. It's you and your life. Like when you open up the door, what is their abundance of? Maybe it's birds, maybe it's air, maybe it's blue sky, you know, and then and being grateful in the now. Right now, what can you be grateful for? What actually, and there are so many things to be grateful for every single day. From, like I say, from the moment you open your eyes, for the breath that you take, for every move that you make. And I'm gonna start singing this song here. I don't even know what that song is, but every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be missing you. But no, I'll be in complete gratitude for you. Literally, like, you know, I get to click a button and my lights come on. I'm grateful for that. I get to hit a button, my kettle comes on. I'm grateful for that. You know, I wake up and I get to put clothes on. Guess what? I am fucking grateful for that, because I would not want to walk down around naked everywhere. So I can be grateful that I've got clothes to wear. I talked about this someone else as well. Oh, in the energy vortex. That's like a paid energy program, but I talked about that, about how I go into talking about gratitude in there quite a lot. The energy vortex is 333, by the way. It's like it's a literally, as the title of the energy vortex, it just talks about energetics of money, business, sales. I can't remember what else it was. There was five videos: money, business, sales, content, and client, and personal. That was it. So it was 5 things. That's 333. If you so should desire to have a little bit. I spoke about that, about how being actual in so much gratitude. There is so many things we can be grateful for, and when we start noticing how abundant these things are, like the stars shine bright every single day, the trees grow tall, you know, the seas always comes back, and it takes, you know, because this is what I sat down obviously about the sea today. The sea just laps at the shore. It doesn't question itself, it doesn't doubt itself, it doesn't doubt its ability that it's not gonna, you know, have enough. Everything that the universe is abundant. The frequency of abundance flows through the universe. It's not something you achieve. You don't get abundance. You don't take it. You don't acquire it. It doesn't belong to you. You know, abundance flows. It doesn't stick like, oh, well, if I've got clients, then I'm abundant. But if they all leave me, then I'm not abundant anymore. Or if I have money, I'm abundant. But if it goes, I'm not abundant. That's doing what we do best. That's conditioning. We are conditioned to give ourselves conditions on how things are. So this is why, you know, doing all this subconscious reprogramming as well. Again, I'm going to go on about subconscious reprogramming is so key, because it's all of this. It's all of these. We're conditioned to condition. We condition love. We condition success. We condition abundance. When actually these things are frequencies. These are energies. And this is why, when you start noticing something as a frequency, so abundance is a frequency. It flows through us. You know, we are the energetic extension of the universe, so we are the abundance. You know, there's abundance of humans, a whole body. We have an abundance of cells. We have an abundance of blood in our body. We have abundance. We can breathe in air. We don't ever stop to question, am I going to run out of air today? We just believe there's an abundance of air that is there to support us. And this is how it's that kind of thinking that is there's an abundance of people in this world. There's an abundance of money in this world, so therefore I can believe that it's just never gonna. It's available there for me. If I want it, it's there. It's always there and available for me. That is true of abundance. There was a bit in here that I wanted to actually make sure that I read, or I don't or said. So I'm just gonna read through this because I think I've just talked about abundance. Oh yeah, what did I say? You can't lose abundance. You can't lose abundance. You can't lose air. That. This is why I call this abundantly wild as well, is because that is a thing. Abundance is an energy. It is an energy, and wildness is energy. Once we feel into this and allow ourselves to be the abundance, be the wildness, we are literally playing with two of the universal frequencies. That is the universal frequency, abundance and wildness. That's how the universe grows. Everything in the universe grows that way. So when we feel into that, and when we take ourselves back, you know, and this is actually getting wild with yourself, you know, well, what would be, if you were wild, what would you be doing? How would you be running your business? If you were being wild, as in not like an animal wild, but just being a little bit like outrageous, I suppose would be a better word. Like, you know, just feeling into that, like, actually, I can do whatever I want. What would you be doing? What would you be creating? What would you be charging? What would you be, you know, doing, speaking about? If you had everything, I need a drink. Whoa. This is the best sparkling water in the world ever. Oh yeah. This was the bit. This is the bit that I wanted to read. So abundance is wild. It's free. It's unconditional. There's no restrictions. There's no time. The stars shine. The trees grow. The sea just takes up the space, and you know, it just laps on the shore. There's no questions, no conditions. And just like the ocean kisses the shore one by one, you can kiss your dreams to fruition. I think that's, I struggle to read my own little words there. And one by one you can, yeah, so, and like the ocean kisses the shore, one by one, you can kiss your dreams to fruition. And that is it. When we flow, when we feel into, we are the abundance, the energy of abundance, we are it. It changes. So notice how that feels for you. Abundance is not something you require. Abundance is not something that, you know, that you have to have things to be abundant. You are the abundance, full stop, end of story. Nothing else. It's like you're worthy, end of story. You're abundant, end of story. Not when or if or but. You are it. When we can feel that, that's the greatest activation you could ever actually give yourself, I think. It's just to know that you are the abundance. Nothing with nothing. Just because you have nothing does not mean you are lack or you are in lack. We can have nothing and be the great and have, you know, this heart full of love and be the most abundant selves in the universe. And I think this is the golden nugget. When you can actually feel into your abundance and you can feel whole and complete and love yourself and hold yourself with nothing. When you have everything, you will feel like $1 million and money will feel good and everything just feels good. And I believe that it's about so I talk about this on social media quite a lot as well, as that the frequency of more and now. So now, what can I be grateful for now? This is like the abundance frequency. So, you know, and this is what happened. The universe is like in the frequency of more and now. Like now, this is happening, there's air, but more and more is coming, and this is a frequency. So now, well, I have everything I need right now, but more and more is always available. It's always available, and that is the abundance. You are the abundance. So you have everything now, and more is always available. Everything, and and this is when you can start adding in gratitude. Oh my God, you know, for every breath, every look, every feeling, good and bad. That voice that says, yeah, no, you can't do this. Yeah, I can. I do believe I can, because right now I'm grateful, and literally, even if it takes you to open up the door every single day and be grateful for the trees and the plants, because this is the biggest thing, is that we have to, having nothing, no clients, no money, does not mean you have to be in lack. You are the abundance. That through and through, pure abundance flows through your veins. Wildness and abundance flow through your veins. It's your birthright. It's your energetic being is abundance. Like I say, your abundance of cells, your abundance of skin, your abundance of wisdom. Where notice things that you have that are abundant. I did write down a list of these things because I tried to think. So love, care, gratitude, laughing, sight. We've always got an abundance of sight. Of it, you know, if you can see, you have an abundance of sight. We don't run out of these things. Wisdom and your voice. So these were some of the things that I made a note on, that like you can like really go, yep. And then what do you have? So what do you have? This is what I wrote, these 2 questions. What can you be grateful for right now? So I actually did already say that. And what do you have an abundance of that you can be grateful for? When you start noticing, that's what I said. And so the night sky, the trees, the sun. What else did I write? Flowers, trees, night, the dark. Just there's always when it's dark, there's an abundance of darkness. We don't run out of darkness, do we? It doesn't just disappear. Technically, it does every day, but when it's dark, there's an abundance of darkness. It's not like there's only a little bit saved over here and then there's none over there. When the universe is dark, it's dark. And this is what I'm saying, the frequency of abundance as a frequency, there's always more available. Now, there's always everything, you always have everything now, and more is always available. It's revolving continuously. It's infinite. Everything is infinite in this planet. You know, the trees, the flowers, they grow, they don't stop growing. The trees don't go, well, I'm just gonna, funny enough, I took a picture today, there's a tree, right? I'm looking out there. I always say the trees grow differently over here. And there's this one tree. It is sailing higher than all the other trees. It's crazy. I'm going to post it on a social media post. Maybe I'll post it on with this and write this out in a little bit of a better way and post it with this, because it's just like the tree it's just standing tall and all the other trees are around it. This one tree is just standing really tall. But it doesn't question itself. It doesn't doubt itself if it should just take up that much room or that light. You know, the stars don't ever question if they should shine. Should I shine that bright? They just do. They just do it. The sea doesn't go, oh, should I better not let the tide come in this too much today and just take up too much of this land. It just does whatever it wants to do. That's that wildness and the abundance. It knows that it's available to it. So when you can feel into things like everything is available to me, it's always available. More is always available to me. I have everything I need right now, and more is always available to me. And for that, I can live in gratitude every single day. I can wake up and feel into that. And if you can, I hope, and I'm sure if you're listening to this, you can go, oh my God, yes, I can be grateful for that. So I can be grateful for that. No, I have everything I need right now, and more is always available to me. And there we go, gratitude. And this is how you start compounding emotions, by the way. This is how we compound. So it's like you've got to tell yourself, like recondition yourself to a new belief, like I have everything I need right now. I have everything I need right now, I have. But more is always available to me, and I desire more. And then you can be grateful, like thank you for that. There you have compounded, because it's the compounded emotions that are going out to the universe. So every time we're like, I can't deal with that comment right now, I can't deal with that voice in my head, I can't deal with that, and we're pushing it away, we're actually compounding fear. And then we're constantly in this underlying frequency of lack. So it's letting them comments come through, like, okay, yeah, you're going to tell me this, okay, that's fine, I get that, but I have everything I need right now, and more is always available to me. There's your reconditioning, reprogramming, reconditioning around lack and abundance. All right, I think I've riffed enough on this. And yes, I'm going to go make this into a post now as well, because like I say, it was so beautiful. It kind of got to come through in a big mess, but we were going to make it into a post as well, because I think the whole world needs to hear this. But anything else, anything that, let me know how that, and anyone else who listens to this as well, let me know how that kind of goes for you, how it kind of sets for you, how it feels for you, just to know, just to be like, can you get your full belief around, I have everything I need right now, but more is always available to me, and I desire more, and for that I can be truly grateful. Then you're compounding emotions. Then you're everything is working out for me right now. Everything is working out for me right now. I think everything's working out, but I desire more, and more is always available to me. Okay, I'm gonna actually I think I'm going to get an early night. I have no idea what the time is, but I'm going to grab an early night, and I will see you around. Maybe not tomorrow. This is I'm only live, so it'll be next week now. It'll be next week. I'll be in here. If anyone needs me in here, I will be in here. And then it'll be back to normality next week. All the kids are back at school, and hopefully, and yeah, I'll be back at home, hopefully. And yeah, that we can, so, abundance. You are the abundance. Complete abundance. It's not something we acquire or need or do or belong, or that belongs to us. We are the abundance, and it flows through us. It's the frequency of the universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Never always remember the thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever you're doing. And even if it's just an affirmation, whatever affirmation, affirmations to me are not, you're not compounding. So where every time you do an affirmation, and to be fair, for me, like that thing about like I have everything I need right now, I'm always available to me, that is an affirmation. It's like a statement. It's you're affirming a statement, a belief that you want to affirm. So it's an affirmation. Affirmations don't have to be like I am powerful, I am da-da-da-da. If that doesn't really work for you, you don't have to do it like that. That's kind of like a really in a way like a Billy Basic way. But when you're doing any statements, affirming statements, be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Compound the emotion, because it's that's going out to the frequency, the field, the frequency field, the quantum field. Frequency, by the way, you'll hear me say frequency field, because for me, when we talk about quantum field, it's kind of like, to me, sometimes it sounds just a bit far away, the quantum field, but it's a frequency field. We're in the frequency field. The quantum field is here, it's around us. Everything, the frequencies are all around us. So the frequency field for me is like everything kind of in between the quantum and us. The frequency field is here, everywhere. It's everything and everything. So if you hear me saying frequency field, I don't even think it's a term, like it's just something I say quite a lot, because I talk about frequencies a lot. But the frequency field is like from you, like you have your own personal frequency, and it goes out into the frequency field, and then it'll goes out to the quantum. So so everything in between is the frequency field. Everything's the frequency field. We'll live in the frequency field. It's a beautiful place to live in. I love seeing frequencies. Right, I will catch you next week. Anything, let me know what landed for you the most. Was it a bit, maybe it was a bit in the beginning about being grateful. Are you actually truly grateful, or is it the lack of gratitude? And this is something that I was actually shared. I am not actually, I thought I was being grateful, and had living with this attitude of gratitude. And then when I asked my spirit team and asked my guides to guide me with this gratitude, I realized how ungrateful I actually was. So gratitude, check in with your gratitude, because abundance and gratitude are parallel. And sometimes we think we're being grateful for everything we have, and we're actually not. And it's a human fallacy. It's not wrong. It's not like you need a big stick and I'm pointing at you going, you're not grateful. It's not like that at all. But often we don't realize we're doing it, because again, it's everything we do and everything we have become is conditioned. It's things we've picked up from our parents, and tough love and being ungrateful. These are actually and when I say ungrateful, I don't mean you'll be oh, thank you for the present, the things, but you're grateful for the things. You don't live with this attitude of gratitude for every breath, every move, every star, every milliscule of darkness, every cell in your body. We can open up gratitude, and it'd be a huge, huge, huge frequency. It's huge, as big as this universe. It can take up. So if you're thinking, if your gratitude is only a tiny, tiny little bit at the moment, there's a big shift to make, which will make a huge, huge difference. Okay, I love you all so much. Again, I could talk about abundance, this abundance, all, like, just quantum leap and abundance. I could talk about this forever and ever and ever and a day. Love and money, abundance, money, love and magic, which to be fair is abundance in my eyes. The frequency of love, money, magic, that is abundance. And quantum leaping, so I could just talk about it all the time. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's dinged somewhere. It set off something where you're like, oh my god, yeah, that kind of hit me, and I know what I need to do now. I hope. Any questions from this, pop them in below and I will answer them. And yeah, and anything that I haven't just like explained it and you're still not sure, again, please do not hesitate to put a comment in here and I will reply. I love you so much. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week.